Hi, my name is Meg Edwards and I'm a GTD coach. And, one of the things that I don't get an opportunity to experience with my clients is all the things that they have completed that are no longer on their project list or their actions list and things like that. That doesn't mean that I'm not helping them get better clarity with what they have on their lists, because sometimes they're still putting, stuff on their lists and it hasn't been fully clarified and organized. But one of the things that I'm always working on, and this is just something that I'm consistently doing, not only with clients, with myself, is really identifying clients, what we call open loops. And David, in the 2015 edition of the Getting Things Done book, in chapter 1, which is called A New Practice for a New Reality, kind of brings in this concept of open loops. And on page 14, it says, anything that does not belong where it is, the way it is an open loop, which will be pulling on your attention if it's not appropriately managed. I mean, this is how I spend most of my time, is helping people identify their open loops, capture their open loops, clarify and organize their open loops, which can be mental, physical, spiritual, emotional open loops. And David, I think, just explains this so beautifully about open loops, which is a basic truism I have discovered over decades of coaching and training thousands of people, is that most stress they experience come from inappropriately managed commitments they make or accept. Even those who are not consciously stressed out will invariably experience greater relaxation, better focus, and increased productive energy when they learn more effectively to control open loops of their lives. You probably made many more agreements with yourself than you realize, and every single one of them, big or little, is being tracked by a less than conscious part of you. These are the incompletes or open loops, which I define as anything pulling at your attention that doesn't belong where it is, the way it is. Open loops can include everything from really big to-do items like end world hunger to the more modest hire new assistant to the tiniest tasks such as replace porch light bulb. In order to deal effectively with all of that, you must first identify and capture all of those things that are ringing your bell in some way, clarify what exactly they mean to you, and then make a decision about how to move on them. That may seem like a simple process, but in reality, most people don't do it in a consistent way. They lack the knowledge or the motivation or both, and most likely because they aren't aware of the prices paid for neglecting that practice. My invitation to you from this gem of open loops is there are a couple of questions that I even ask myself after all this time, which is, so what's keeping me up at night, if anything? Might be an open loop. What have I gone unconscious to that I could really benefit being conscious to? Now, this is an interesting one, but something that I think is just, but if you're moving so fast, I think one of the things that I do in coaching is I slow things down for our calls or in person and give people the space to really, again, say to yourself, what has your attention? Okay, so what really, really has your attention? I also just will ask myself, so what are your open loops, Meg? Like, do you have any open loops? Like, somehow using that language, open loops, triggers things that I may not have captured and clarified and organized into, I use OmniFocus or calendar or whatever that may be. So I just want to either introduce or reintroduce the concept of open loops, because I do find that it is really powerful. So as always, would love to hear your thoughts, reflection, comments about the benefits that you experience capturing those open loops and clarifying and organizing them into your trusted system. Thank you and have a great day. For more GTD resources, please visit gettingthingsdone.com and David Allen's YouTube channel. For more information on GTD coaching, please email us at info@gtdfocus.com or visit our website at gtdfocus.com.